if you could, this is sort of related to the two women who answered Bear. If you could get rid of all men, and this would mean that women would never experience SA from men again, would you do it?
I don't think it really matters because you can still get essayed by women too.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been there, so I'm just
okay, fine. How about in this hypothetical, essay becomes impossible. So women couldn't essay you either, but they get to kick it. But all the men got to go.
What? Oh, I mean, of course, I would want to be in a world where no one gets essayed.
So just to be clear, you would get rid of all men if it meant that another woman would never experience SA from men again.
If they were going to go anyway, I wouldn't just voluntarily be like, hey, all men need to.
No, you have the power. Like, you have a magic button. You press the magic button, all men disappear, and that means no woman will ever be essayed again.
How about SA just disappear?
Huh?
How about SA just disappear? How about that?
Cool. Answer the actual question, though.
Done.
Just
Done.
answer. Why can't you? Just answer the question.
If it's in the sake of essay, then I would say yeah. I mean, to me, it's a kind of a betrayal because my best friend is a male, right? But like I said, for the sake of like essay, I probably would say, yeah, men can get the fuck out of here.
Okay, what's your answer?
I answered it already.
No, you didn't. Answer the question.
What is going on? Like, I feel like I'm saying words. I'm speaking English, right? I said, well, how about SA?
You didn't answer the question. Here, 2 + 2 = what?
Depends on the person.
You're actually retarded.
I'm just kidding. I'm
You're
just
actually
joking.
fucking retarded. Okay.
Relax. Calm down.
No, just like, can you be good faith? Answer the question.
I did answer it. You just don't like my answer.
You said, I wish SA would go away. No, that's not an answer.
I said, how about SA just go away? If you're going to, imitate me, at least get the sentence correct.
It's a hot take.
Wow, great. Maybe war can go away too. I love these empty platitudes.
A hypothetical, you know what I mean?
Yours isn't bad.
What's
her hypothetical answer? So just let her.
Yeah, I did give a
answer.
hypothetical.
Yeah.
I answered your question with a hypothetical. I was like, how about SA just disappear?
Yeah, that's not an answer.
But it's a hypothetical answer.
Wow, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Why don't you answer the actual question? Holy shit. Don't be pissy when we're going fucking late because y'all can't answer a question. Answer the question. This seems like an easy answer. Like, no, I wouldn't fucking eugenics the entire male species because like 1% of them are criminals and predators. Mm-hmm. But okay, your refusal to answer the question further points, I mean, you won't actually give an answer, but I'm just going to assume then that your refusal to just immediately knee-jerk, no, I'm not going to kill 3 billion people so that some people aren't victimized. Yeah, you're a sexist. Against men.
Why are you attacking me?
Why are you refusing to answer the question?
I'm just being myself. What you told me to be at the beginning of the show.
Annoying?
Then I'm annoying to you.
No, you're just annoying, period. Just, I don't understand what's so difficult here. Do you not understand the question? I can clarify. Would you like me to provide a clarification?
I understood the question perfectly.
Okay, repeat the question back to me.
You were asking me if I'd get rid of all men if that meant that SA didn't exist anymore.
Yep.
Cool. I said what I said.
Yeah. Would you?
Why are we going in
Yeah,
circles?
you said essay bad. I agree with you. Essay bad. Do I need to repeat the question again?
What?
Okay, there's 2 possible answers to the question.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I would get rid of men. No, I would not get rid of men.
And I answered it.
Which of the 2?
I just didn't answer it the way you wanted me to.
Yeah, it's not answering the question.
I thought this was a podcast and I could answer questions the way I like to answer questions.
Yeah, but there's an expectation that you participate in good faith.
I am participating.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I've actually been contributing more to the conversation.
Oh, you've been contributing,
yeah.
But you haven't been actually contributing in good faith.
What? These are my answers. Now I'm lost
not-
in the sauce.
okay.
I'm confused.
If a question is asked and buried in that question is two possible answers, and you refuse to pick one of those two possible answers, and you just say, well, a component of what is inside that question, I disagree with that specific thing, that's not an answer to the question.
So like, look, chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Chocolate.
Okay, you didn't say strawberry.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Because you said chocolate or.
Okay, that's his
but
point.
those questions, that's a simple question. These aren't simple questions.
I'm not saying it's a simple question. It is actually presented as a simple question. The answer, I mean, to most people, I mean, anyone else want to answer the hypothetical? Do you eliminate an entire section of humanity because just to eliminate the minority of perpetrations that are done by that group, or do you not? I mean, to me, it's a simple not. It's not justified, right? You don't
Yeah,
just.
no, I think you
Yeah.
try to make the circle as small as possible, though.
Yeah, you don't eliminate, right? There's all sorts of crazy consequences and entailments for eliminating the male sex, right?
Right, but of course, consequences should be done, for the guys who do that.
Sure, but the question isn't that. The question is
Right.
simple. Do you use elimination as a tactic to get rid of a small aspect of that population's behavior? The answer is no.
No, yeah.
Why is that hard to say no? I mean, it's a reasonable answer to say, no, I wouldn't eliminate everybody.
Because then that's also implying that you're okay with a small percentage of the male species.
No, it's
SA.
not.
No,
No, that's
logically
not.
not. No, logically
That's
it's
not
not.
it.
That's how I think. You're asking me.
Okay,
All
but
right.
now that we've gone ahead and granted that, no, if you were to say, I would not get rid of all these men, how can I,
I think it's extremely unfair that I can't say what I'm thinking. That's just how I'm thinking.
but there's a logical failure and we're trying to correct the logical failure.
logical failure of my
Yes.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because your brother and your dad and your grandpa and all that can be eliminated too. And it's just not an answer. What you're giving is not an answer. It's just, there's a lot of it that you're not even considering. It's like you're coming from an anger.
What?
Most of your reactions is coming from a
Wait, hold
anger
on. Here, no,
towards
I'll make this
men.
super simple. Stop.
What?
Okay, do you think littering is bad?
Yeah.
Here, let's put it split, okay? Put it split. Do you think littering is bad?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think we should end the entire human species so we can stop littering?
Of course not. But littering
Okay,
is not
but-
SA.
Hold on,
How can you
hold
even
on,
compare
but I'm
those?
going.
That's a
I'm
horrible
addressing your
comparison.
previous. Hold on. I'm
What
addressing.
the-
Stop. I'm addressing your previous statement. So your previous statement was, if I choose to say no, I want to not eliminate all men. That means that I'm justifying this action of SA, right? But you were very easily you saying no. Hold on. Let me explain it. Now it's about to make sense. So I asked, would you eliminate all humans to get rid of, we all agree littering is a bad thing. Would you get rid of all humans to stop littering? No, you wouldn't. That doesn't mean that you're saying that littering is okay because you would preserve all of humans. In this case, you saying that you would preserve all men doesn't mean that you're saying that SA is okay. That's not what we're
It's
asking.
simple.
you at all.
You're just saying that humans existing is more valuable than eliminating littering or eliminating SA.
Both of you guys' examples that you use, which is chocolate and vanilla, and now you're comparing it to littering, is absolutely horrifying. SA is
Oh
a
my
completely
No, those are
different
two.
topic.
Those are two different things. The chocolate and vanilla thing was to demonstrate how to answer an either-or question. The analogy he's using demonstrates that if you don't take some crazy measure to eliminate something, some sort of consequentialist view, where you just eliminate everything. For instance, if someone's a vegan and they're vegan because they don't like harming animals, well, the best thing to do if you want to eliminate all harm for animals is actually to eliminate all animals, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if a vegan says, no, I'm not going to eliminate all animals, I'm going to work on reducing the existing harm on animals, right? It doesn't follow that they support harming animals if they don't hit the elimination button. That's all we're trying to say.
Got it. I
think-
understand.
Wait, question.
still doesn't make sense.
Question. If we could, are you pro-choice or pro-life?
Pro-choice.
Pro-choice Muslim? I didn't know. Okay. Okay, well, this won't really have. I was gonna say, if we could stop all abortion. Wait, that's such a dumb.
Some people die
just
because
get
they
rid
can't
of
get an
all
abortion.
women?
It's like a medical need for some people.
How about this? If, let's say we got rid of all women who are pro-life, like you just deleted them, and then like the next election cycle, that would mean that if we got rid of conservative women, it would mean that there would just be, it would pretty much mean Democrats would just continue to win. They're pro-choice. So if we eliminated all pro-life women so that you guys can maintain abortion rights, would you do it?
If I say
Just go ahead. If you say, go ahead.
If I say yes, we'll eliminate all pro-life women just to keep pro-choice, that's also not, that's me killing off a good number of women. But then if I say we'll keep all pro-life women and get rid of pro-choice, that's also killing off a percentage of women, because some people need to have abortions to live.
But
It's a medical
you're not-
need for some
You're
people.
not killing off the pro-choice women. It's just the pro-life women that you'd get rid of.
I know. If I said that I would kill off the pro-life women, then that's a good portion of women that die. But then if I keep the pro-life women and get rid of pro-choice, some women also die because it's a medical need for some women to get an abortion.
Not killing pro-life women doesn't mean that abortion would go away.
What?
Like your ability to get an abortion